past 2 years are not here. So in our mind, it's not really a three-peat. It's really having respect for our opponents and understanding we have a set of tasks and events that we have to figure out how we're going to overcome these things. And I think that's the biggest thing.
What are you seeing with this team's similarities maybe in terms of approach?
I think we're a totally different team from the previous two. I don't think you can compare us to those two teams for the simple fact of you couldn't compare us last year's team to the year before that. I think every team is unique, and I think that we have to take our journey the same way that those teams did.
Sedrick, how much of an adjustment do you expect it to be not having Stetson this year? I know you guys were so close, but at the same time, it's not like you're not familiar with the person.
Yeah. To be honest with you, I don't think it will be a huge adjustment just for the simple fact of I think that Coach Smart has done a tremendous job of getting people reps. Like, that's the one thing that I think he's really, really done a good job in his program of is giving guys multiple reps with multiple people. So, like, it's not that I've never taken a snap with Brock, Carson, Gunner. I've dealt with them. I know how they are in the huddle, so that gives me confidence to know that they'll handle the job. So, to be honest with you, I think it could be an adjustment if we weren't taking those reps and things over years, but because Coach Smart has done a great job of preparing us for the eventual turnover, I think it'd be a lot smoother.
Sedrick, who are some of the?
What have you noticed about how those two guys are similar to what Stetson likes and different also?
I think everybody's unique. I know that sounds cliche, but genuinely, like, I don't think any of those guys are the same other than their poise. I think maybe they possess the poise of Stetson, but to be honest with you, everybody's unique. Everybody has their own individual skill set, how they like to lead, how they like to handle things, how they may like to call plays, how they may like to talk to their teammates. All of those things are independent of themselves, and I think that's what makes each guy themselves.
Since in the offseason, you found a lot of ways to honor Chandler and Devin. Do you guys have anything planned for this season, especially you guys as an offensive line?
I can't really speak on that for the simple fact of who knows what will come out. I know in the offensive line room, like, we don't sit where Dev sat. That's like our way of like remembering that he was there. But it's just really understanding that, you know, the tragic event and, you know, the love that we have for both of them isn't going anywhere.
Traffic and speeding incidents are going on, especially after such a tragedy happened and it doesn't maybe seem to be getting through. Like, how are you actively holding guys accountable?
That's a great question. I think it comes in spurts. I think it comes in different ways. I think that, one, it takes a realization within each other to realize that we are all responsible for each other in the sense of when one person makes a mistake, it's not just on you, it's on everybody. So you don't only look bad, we all look bad. But also, I think as a brother, you have to understand that usually that guy is beating himself up for the mistake that he made. And it's not on you to go curse him out. It's not on you to go put him down, because we all make mistakes. We all fall short. And yes, you have to take responsibility, but it's also on you to help that guy. All right, so you had this issue. If we're out and I know that you possibly can make that issue again, and nah, bro, I got you. I'm going to take you home. You good. Like, it's those type of things that I think are how we're looking to handle it and how we have been handling it.
Pretty uncomfortable in this setting. Is he naturally that shy?
Yeah, he doesn't do cameras very well, which is why every time he's been in front of me, I've recorded him just to make him more uncomfortable. But no, he's a good guy. Like, he's not comfortable on cameras, just to be honest with you, but it's just because that's how he is. Like, around us, like, he gets upset, like, when we like, oh my gosh, you're Brock Bowers. Like, he hates that kind of stuff. So for him, it's just, he really just wants to be like a regular guy. He wants to just be Brock.
One more question.
The sheds mentality. What have you seen from your teammates as far as not literally being the shed, but putting that into practice of being humble and not getting big heads?
So I think it starts with a lot of things. So you could, like you said, I know you didn't say that, but it could be the quite literal staying after practice, cleaning things up, but it could also be, hey, stop and take a picture with a younger kid that's maybe outside the facility, or maybe if you're in a grocery store, people want to stop and talk to you, which, to be honest, a lot of times you may have had a terrible day. You don't want to do that, but it's having the humility to realize that this person may really look up to you, or this person may really just want to have an opportunity to talk to you. And just kind of doing things like that I think allows people to kind of see, you know, some of the mantra of the All Blacks.